In the previous lesson, we talked about as adjective as, and we said we use as adjective as when we are comparing between two having the same adjective. If I say Mona and Nuran, for example, and Mona and Nuran, they are both tall. I'll say Mona is as tall as Nuran. Okay? Clear? Okay. Today we are going to take a new thing, which is if I want to compare between two, one of them is not like the other. One of them is not like the other. Okay? If I say, for example, tall, I want to compare between, okay, the the lion and the rat. Okay? Are they similar in their height? Are they similar? No. So here I'll say, if I want to compare between two, which type will I say? Which type of adjective? I'll add er plus then. I'll say, the lion. Say. The lion is taller than the rat. Basil, pay attention. The lion is taller than the rat. So here I'll add er to the adjective plus than. Is taller than. Okay? Suppose I want to compare between Ahmed Hashim and Shadi in using the adjective thin. Shadi and Ahmed Hashim using the adjective thin. What will I say? Shadi. No, I say Shadi is thinner than Ahmed. So Shadi is thinner than Ahmed. Here I am comparing, when I'm comparing between two, either two people, two women, two desks, two animals, two things, any two, when I'm comparing between two using any adjective, one is not like the other, I'll add er plus than to the adjective. Okay? Clear? Okay, suppose I want to compare between one to group. One and many, Omar and Yusuf Khalid. One to group or one to many. What will I add to the adjective? For example, the lion and other animals. Using the adjective fast. What will I say? Lion. Don't forget that. The lion is the fastest one or animal. So I'll say the lion is the fastest. What will I add to the adjective? est. Before it, I'll add the. Never switch between than and the. Then I use it when I'm comparing between two, and I put it after the adjective. But the, I put it before the. The, I use it before the superlative. We call this superlative. What do we call it? Superlatives. What do we call them? A superlative is used, which means the est added to the adjective. Before it, I put the, is used when I compare between one to many. This is what I use the superlative in. But The comparatives, this is we call comparatives. This is we call comparatives. Okay? So here, this is the comparatives and this is the superlatives. We use them, both of them are used to compare. Okay? Just like as, adjective as. So we have three ways to compare. Either as, adjective as, when they are equal. When what I'm comparing between are equal. Or the comparatives, I use them when I compare between two. One of them is not like the other. Okay? Huh? And the superlative is when I compare between one to many. This one is different from the other I compare to. Okay, primary three? Now let's hear and watch this video on on the comparatives, and while watching I want you to, while watching the video, okay, I want you to hear and to get for me what's a comparative were adjectives used in this video. Okay, have you noticed adjectives until now? Huh, Betty? Faster. Faster here is an example of what? Comparative or superlative? Comparative. What's that? Comparative. Comparative. Miriam, do we have an adjective or an example of a comparative in this sentence? Tell me what is it? Thicker. Here I add er to the adjective to show that it is comparative. Okay. We have here, huh? What? Fighter is an example of what? Comparative. I'm comparing between two. Okay. Do we have any other comparative that we heard? Not Betty. Another one. Ahmed? Smarter. 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 ER is comparative. Ziyad. Here. Did you hear here fastest? Okay, let's hear again. Okay, thank you. Now let's hear another song on the usage of the comparatives and the superlatives.
It's easy. You only have to do what I say. How many syllables do you have? It's very important for the start. When you have one syllable, then you'll have to add ER. When the ending is a short vowel with a consonant, you have to double the final consonant.
So here we are talking about when we add er to the adjective when it is only comparative and it is one syllable. It is one. Okay. If this adjective is made up of more than one syllable, like, uh, can you give me example of an adjective that is not one syllable? Beautiful. Do I say? No, don't want beautiful. Look here. Let's listen here.
Taller and hotter are two examples. And when you find multiple syllables, you have to add more before the adjective. When the ending is a consonant plus y, change the y to an I and add er.
Here again. Here again. if we have an adjective having y at the end, if we are having an adjective having y at the end, I cross the y and I put IER. Heavier, like for example, heavy, heavier. This again, comparison, comparative form, comparing between two. Okay?
Form in a different way. You can use these rules. Form the superlative form too, but the only difference you have to use EST instead of ER. You can use these rules.
The only difference between the comparative and the superlative is ER and EST. This is the only difference between them. But all what we said now, right just now, is applied for both. We have heavy, for example, heavy, if it ends, the adjective ends in Y, I cross it and I put IER, okay? IER or IEST, okay?
Form the superlative form too. The only difference you have to use most instead of more. Another part of this song goes for the irregular forms. There's no rule to learn them. You can just learn them by heart. The comparative form of good is better. Comparative form of far is further. Remember,
If you remember the adjectives and adverbs that we took before, and we said that some words as adverbs have to be irregular. Do you remember good? Do we say goodly? Well, we say well. Good, we say well. The same here in the comparison, either comparative or superlative. Good as an adjective in the comparative or superlative form, it is either better or best. Mona is good. Mariam is bad. So Mona is will not say Mona is gooder than Mariam. We'll say Mona is better than Mariam. So better here, this is comparison, comparative, not Muhammad. Better is not, here is an adjective, okay? It is not an adverb. So we say better, better than Mariam. Okay, if I want to compare between Mona and the whole class, I'll say Mona is the goodest. No, I'll say Mona is the best. Not an adverb, Miriam. Here, this is an adjective. I'm comparing between one to many using the superlative. And instead of saying EST or adding EST, this is an irregular way. Good, better, best. Good, better, best. Let's hear another irregular adjective.
it's easy. You only have to do what I say when you want to use a comparative form, when you want to use a superlative form. Remember, it's easy. You only have to do what I say.
Ah, he's as strong as last year's Mr. America. Ooh, he's even stronger. Wow, he's the strongest.
Here we are having the three ways of comparison. Either as strong as, here they are equal in being strong, or he is even stronger. I'm comparing between two using the ER, adding ER to the adjective. Or the strongest, here it means he is the one who is not like others in being strong. Okay? I'm comparing between him to many, and he is the one who is the strongest of them. I add the plus EST. Let's hear another example.
Big, There you go. Biggest.
What do you notice here? When do I double the last letter before I add ER or EST? It's the same that we said before about the present simple and nouns and verbs, so that we took before. That when I have a vowel and then a consonant, big here, it's one syllable having in the middle one vowel and then one consonant. I have to double the last letter before I add the EST or ER. When do I double the last letter? When I have a one syllable word, in the middle I have a vowel, and after it I have a consonant. Okay? And that's why we have biggest double G before I add ER or EST. Let's continue hearing.
Bike. A blue bike. A green bike. Compare. Comparative. Bigger than. Smaller than. Faster than. The red bike is bigger than the blue bike. The green bike is faster than the red bike. The blue bike is smaller than the green bike.
If we are if we are having an adjective that is made up of more than one syllable, we don't add er or est. What we just add is more or most. Again, for those who are not listening, if I'm having an adjective that is made up of more than one syllable, I don't put er or est. I just put more or most before the adjective. Let's watch and hear.
Samurai Sam is winning. He's stronger than Viking Vic.
Yes, and he's more popular too.
Here we have strong, stronger. Okay? But when we have popular, which means famous, popular, is it one syllable? No. Popular, is it one? Oh, it's okay. It's more than one syllable. Do I say popular? No, I'll say more popular. I'll say if my adjective is big, it is not one syllable, I don't put er or est. I'll just say more or most. Okay?
Superlatives. The biggest, the smallest, the fastest. The red bike is the biggest. The blue bike is the smallest. The green bike is the fastest.
Now, now it's the end of today's lesson. We said or we discussed today the three ways of comparing between things using adjectives. Either I say as adjective as when they are or when I'm comparing between any who are having the same adjective being equal in what I describe, or when I'm comparing between two, I'll use the comparative adjective, which is I add er plus than. If it is more than one, comparing between one to many, I'll use the plus E-S-T, which is the superlative form of adjectives. Thank you and goodbye.